What's going on, guys? This is Raymond Ironbody McKinney, and today I want to talk about certain movies that, to me, resonate with deliberate manifesting and mental alchemy, and where our mental images eventually become physical forms of things. That imagination creates reality. I think of movies, some sci-fi movies such as The Matrix, Inception, and even movies back earlier, or like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, and even Narnia. Movies like that. Some of those movies that are kind of in those the mythical realm, the those kind of realms, those otherworldly kind of realms. But yeah, specifically about Inception and The Matrix, where it has a lot to do with like mental activity, where it's talking about what's real or what's imagined. Like The Matrix, where the main character Neo doesn't feel like there's got to be more than just fit in with the crowd, and more than just the five physical senses. And for Inception, talks about, I think it talks a lot about the subconscious mind, going deep within the subconscious mind by using getting in touch with the deeper subconscious mind, tuning into that reality, and warping certain events in the world, where the world appears solid and linear, but there's much more than that. That's why faith is so important when it comes to attempting to go against the status quo. And stuff like Harry Potter or the Lord of the Rings, dealing with alchemy. And I think those movies that are, considered sci-fi movies, but when you realize, I also think to myself, well, where do those movies come from? They didn't just randomly show up. They had to be imagined by someone in order to be physically produced. And yeah, that's where I find the mental alchemy coming in. Someone conjures up an idea, and then is surrounded by like-minded people to produce those films. And that in itself, those are manifestations. Now, when it comes to imagine for yourself, to practice imagining for yourself, holding an image, and to not give up on yourself, to trust that it's working out and everything's working on your favor when you have that specific image in your mind and you don't let it falter. It will inevitably become a physical fact, not just to you, but to other people too. With all this in mind, we see it in scientists talking about that our world is not physical. It is made up of the arrangement of atoms. And it's not a material universe. to me, and I'm sure there's probably still science that doesn't believe that our world is a collective mental universe. Our mental images solidifying into objective fact. And that our inner assumptions solidify objective reality. So, yeah, when I talk about stuff like this, it might just seem like a mind fuck. But you don't have to approach it in this way where you have to like dismiss the logical way of thinking. You don't have to dismiss that. But realize you can practice this stuff. Say if like you're in your quiet room or you're getting ready to go to bed, you practice imagining what that reality of yours is like. To conjure up that image in your mind and to make it as real and natural as possible. And when it comes to the point of satisfying you, that's as natural to you as possible. That's when the image is so clear and you can just turn it over to something higher. And no person from the human standpoint knows how or when it's going to show up. But I can tell you this. The more confident you are in yourself and the more natural it becomes to you, the more easily it will manifest into objective reality. Not just to you, but to other people as well. And I'm not just talking... I like to approach... This stuff can be used practically. It's not this... You don't have to be dressed up as a hippie. You don't have to be a hippie. You don't have to meditate a gazillion hours a day. You don't have to dress up like some rabbi or whatever. Or some monk or whatever. You can use this. You can use these methods or techniques in your business, in your relationships, in your own, also for your health, and the world around you. Because we're all interconnected spiritually, energetically, biologically, chemically, and atomatically. Your world is a mirror, reflecting everything that you do within yourself, deep within your subconscious mind. Whatever you implant whatever you boldly assume to be true about yourself and to hold to assumption, it becomes objective reality to you. And it becomes relatively true to you. And our collective assumptions objectify into objective fact. So basically my overall message to you guys is your physical world is not what it seems to be. Like such as like, seems like following this crowd mentality. I'm not saying following the crowd's not bad. Because I like to follow the crowd. I like to follow crowds as long as it resonates with me. Certain people that resonate with me. Don't try to please everyone out there. Do what feels right for you. Do what resonates with you, and do what becomes natural to you. And to live by the assumption that everything's working on your favor. And to see those serendipitous moments happen. Again, whether it's in your business, relationships, your own health, whatever. This is a power that we've all been gifted with Just like Einstein said that the intuitive mind is a sacred gift. But the rational mind seems to be glorified more than the powerful intuitive mind. And that's where all the power comes from, the intuitive mind. To get in touch with that intuitive power, whether it comes with a flash of an idea to be externalized or some kind of urge to go somewhere, that's what the intuitive mind is. It's a compass. Or whether someone else feels drawn to come to you. This is law of attraction on a more practical level. It goes way beyond law of attraction stuff where you just have to gotta think positive and positive things will happen to you. It has to feel, it needs to be genuine to you. Make it as, it needs to come down to being genuine with yourself. How hungry, how real do you want, how desirous are you of these things? And to live by those assumptions that they are already yours. So yeah, I hope this message helps, this video helps, and I bless you all and happy manifesting.